Hey guys, welcome to this T54E1 replay for the south side of El Halluf. First of all, this is a really good matchup for the T54E1. Not only is the other tier 9 on my team, the E75 is pretty good, but there's a decent number, quite a lot of pretty bad players on the enemy team, including both their tier 9 heavies. As well as that, this is a very strong matchup for the T54E1, so it's basically a combination of everything you want to get a good game out of this tank. Of course, full disclosure as well, I do not fire a single, as far as I'm aware, no. I think everything except for my last clip in this game is APCR. The reason for that is because I actually fire through all 20 APCR rounds. That is basically how I play this tank. This tank, just like the T54, just like the E50, just like the M46 pattern, I think it's balanced poorly, in that I think it's one of these tanks, the E100 is the same, it's one of these tanks that Wargaming really needs to rethink and rebalance. I don't know what I was doing here, I think I was eating when I was playing this game, so I was a bit, oh it's fine, just run to the wall. I think this is something that Wargaming really needs to rebalance about these high tier mediums. It's the fact that the T54, 46 pattern, E50, T54E1, E100, they are garbage with AP, or at least very iffy, because their AP penetration is just bad. Their shell speed is bad, but when you switch them to APCR, or in the case of the E100, switch them to heat, they just transform into an entirely different tank. They are so good. Like the T54, what was it, 200 penetration with AP, 330 with APCR? Like, fuck. They really need to take a look at that. Like, either they need to give these tanks more AP penetration, because you get a huge boost of penetration with these tanks when you fire APCR, and you get a huge boost to your shell speed as well. Size 6 is getting a bit aggressive here, so 1, 2, 3. That was a track shot. Repaired his track. Fourth one's eaten by his track for 0. As I pull back and start reloading. This is a really good position as well for the T54E1, because the turret armor on this tank, especially when you're firing up at it, is similar to the Centurion Action X, in that when you're firing up at this turret, the armor is actually really good, and it's got great gun depression too. As well as that ability to just dump its clips out. Here comes our next victim. Super Pershing, I track him. Another one into a smash rocket. 3. Dead. This tank is just beautiful. I have to say, like, this, the T54E1 is my guilty pleasure, in that I really enjoy this tank, but you can't help but feel dirty when you play these tier 9 meds with APCR, and they just transform into absolute monsters. This thing dumps out its clips so fast, it's more mobile than the 57 heavy, it's a tier lower. Here's our next victim. 1, 2, he bounces off me. 3. 4. And clip again. It's a 32-second reload clip on this thing with 2.22 seconds between shots. But of course, this tank, when you're firing this much APCR, there's a reason I only have 20 APCR shots in my loadout here, because this thing is really expensive to run. It's great, but there you go. First shot, track for 0 on SCM. Second one goes through. Third one bounces off his side. Fourth one bounces off his gun mantle. So this was actually pretty bad. This happens with my next clip as well. I was auto-aiming the FCM, thinking, you know what, the FCM's got no armor. I'm firing a gun that has 255 APCR penetration. I'm just like, I'm not going to bounce off this FCM 50T. Why bother aiming? Just auto-aim, kill him, fine. Nothing to worry about. So I give it here. I give it down here while I'm safe. Finish my reload, and this guy is still on top of me. First one goes through. Second one misses. Third one goes through. And the fourth one bounced, and oh dear. This E75 is pretty healthy. I have no support. That ram tracks me as well. And if that's not bad enough, I'm out of APCR rounds. That was an extremely high roll there too, 574. I'm trying to get out of this. Here, you see me going backwards and forward. Like, I'm trying to get out of his lock that he's got me in. But the way he's pushing me, I can't actually turn or go forward and back, but I wriggle enough that he misses. 1 for his command attach, 2 for his command attach, 3 for his command attach. I'm waiting for a shot here. He was angling his tank and he tried to go up backwards, but he went up a bit too much. I was looking for a shot. I needed to kill him with that 4th shell. I was like, should I go for his command attach? Should I go for his lower plate? But no, he's angling, so I can't get his lower plate. Could still have gotten his command attach, but what actually happens there is he angled. Oh dear, get back, get back, get back, get back. Oh. I'm not gonna get owned by a tier 7 medium. He backed up too much up that hill so that his front plate, his upper front plate, which is extremely tough, he actually reduced the angle so much that I was firing down on a flat plate, such that even the garbage 200 penetration AP rounds on this thing were actually able to go through. But yeah, that was very surgical, I'd say. Just dump on this IS. That's where the tanks like the 54E1 are really at their best. If they can just get out, dump a clip, get back, get out, dump a clip, get back, and if they're not threatened, and if they're able to, and especially if they're firing down on targets like that, there's no angling to worry about. Yeah, it's great. The FCM engagement there, that was messy. I didn't expect. I was just auto-aiming on him because I didn't expect to bounce. It's like, well, he's an E50M, he's armored garbage, but one tracked him for 0. In that one clip there, I had a track for 0, followed by a penetration, followed by a bounce off his side, followed by a bounce off his gun mantle. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go over here and like I didn't expect to bounce off the FCM that much. But lessons learned. Lessons learned. Usually, auto aim goes for the front hull. Yeah. The front hull, usually roughly around the area between where the lower plate and the upper plate meet, is roughly where auto aim goes. So I didn't expect to auto aim him straight into his gun mantle and bounce off. But hey. But yeah, I really like the 254E1. It's just a shame that on victories, even on this game here, I think I lost about 40,000. I think I lost about 40,000 credits. And the reason for that is because I'm firing APCR and I've got cola, and I really think cola is I use rations on everything except for the E100. I really think that the cola is an absolute must on this tank because the aim time is not very good. The accuracy is not very good. The dispersion is not very good. So anything you can do to bring those down is great. But the combination of the two, like I had a game earlier in my 54E1 as well. Like I fired. I think half of my APCR rounds didn't penetrate, and it was a defeat. So I lost 80,000 credits. So so when I do play this thing, I keep it just a few matches in like short bursts. But I'm just gonna play, I don't know, 6 battles with this tank and then just not play it again for like forever, for like a week or something, because it burns through credits so much. But yeah, anyway, that's that. That's a really strong position there too, C2, and on the opposite side, B3. When you got good gun depression, you got good turret armor, and in this case, you got an autoloader too, so you're not threatened. You can just back down, so you're not threatened while you're loading. That's the ideal situation for the T54E1. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this replay, and I'll catch you next time.